Hey guys, AXL here with the NM Army. Back for another war highlight video. We got a random matchup against LP5 Petraeus. I think that's how you pronounce it, Petraeus. But anyway, got a random matchup against these guys who we are actually going to be facing later on in the minor league season. So a bit of a coincidence, but anyway, a really close war, really great war against these guys. Came down to the wire here. Obviously close on percentage, won by 1 star, so could have went anyway, either way at the end. But let's take a look at some of the attacks here. First one, I got really lucky on. I start with my queen walk over here. Goal was to pretty much wrap all the way around to this side, and then eventually have my Valks enter in and jump to the core. It was really close on time. You'll see here, pretty much my queen has to work through all of these storages here, which is why it took so long. So right now I'm just waiting, being patient. I was going to wait until she aggroed this archer tower to drop a baby dragon to help her sort of take out these storages, but you'll see here later on that he has 2 Teslas here as well, which actually right over here. I'm sending in wall breakers on that side just ahead of time, because that's where I'm going to be sending my Valks in. Obviously my queen didn't take out the cannon and the builder's hut and the eagle. I dropped another baby dragon there, as you can see, and there was a seeking air mine, so got taken out. So at this point I saw I was running a bit low on time here, so I was getting a little bit worried about the time, so I kind of rushed it, which I shouldn't have. So I end up rushing my Valks in, and they kind of get demolished here in the core by the eagle, by giant bombs, just everything. And I held back my CC Valks because I thought I could just take the core with the amount of Valks I sent in already. So I saved a couple just to maybe pick off some more percentage points, being greedy. But anyway, my Barb King and Queen sort of saved the raid there at the end, as you can see. Barely got it, literally at like the last like half a second, taking down the town hall, but really lucky there. Alright, so after a couple of attempts at this base failing, Boyle was actually able to take it down with pretty much the same strategy. I went in first, dropped the queen in the wrong spot. She didn't take the path that I wanted her to, and then Nas went in second. The pathing was right, but then entry wasn't, and just didn't work out exactly according to plan. But here Boyle, you'll see, so the pathing had to go a certain way for her to walk the right direction, and also to be able to save on the rage drops. The entry, the bowlers and Barb King had to follow the queen in closely, and then you got this freeze on the both the Inferno Tower and the queen, allowing the troops to take care of the Inferno Tower as well as the queen while they're under freeze, and then the queen steps in and takes the town hall. He also sent in 2 Valkyries just to make sure the town hall goes down, but now he's got all these Valkyries that he can drop on the outside here, as you can see, clearing up all these free percentage points on the outside. Very nicely done, good execution there. Alright, moving on to number 9. This is Dama, coming in with a queen walk, on one side to create a funnel, and the queen's going to walk towards sort of this direction, and then he's gonna have 4 witches on this side to create this side of the funnel, and then he's got the golem and bowlers. No, actually no, he doesn't. He has a barb king with the bowlers coming in from over here, and then he's gonna wall break in and then jump in through here, and the queen's actually going to meet up with the barb king and the bowlers. But anyway, he's got a rage spell on his queen here, going to be dealing with both of the royals. He's got the queen coming, the witches coming in from the right hand side here. Barb king and bowlers just to quickly take down that town hall. Okay, so now everything's pretty much walking in. Actually, some of his bowlers leak out, 3 of them. But he's got the Barb King, the Queen, and 2 bowlers in the core here. The healers are actually still alive, healing up the Barb King and the Queen. Now he's just sending in some targeted hogs along the sides here. Queen is slowly taking the defenses from the core. Still has her ability intact. She's actually going to, or he's gonna pop the queen's ability right now, and all he has left is this last section here. It's a giant bomb, but the hogs are spread out far enough that not all of them got hit, and they're able to finish off the last of the defenses. Very nicely done. Right, next one is number 10 by Nas. Just coming in with a 2 golem hobo attack. Sees that the Teslas are there, so he sends in 2 hogs and a couple of wizards to start taking care of the Teslas. Some spring traps in between the Teslas, some giant bombs, but got pretty nice value there for the couple of hogs that he sent in, taking out that Tesla farm while the golem was tanking. Drops in the bowlers. He's got the wall already broken, and jump spell over to the queen. Raid spell down. They're gonna take the queen out shortly here. Okay, setting off some giant bombs. It's always good for a hog attack. Okay, now he's gonna send in his start sending in his hogs here. Being nice and patient with his first heal, sees that a lot of the defenses are being actually tanked by the Barb King right now, so saves his first heal for this spot right here. Could have been a little bit further down like this, since the bomb tower, or actually that was a bad circle, but bomb tower was already taken out by the queen. So anyway, obviously has heals to spare. He's got a swag heal left. Very nicely done. Alright, moving on to number 11. Nugget comes with a bitch slap, which is from 6 and 9 o'clock. Two wizards in also to help funnel. Usually like to drop the wizards after the golem goes down, so you have some consistent tanking there, because the skeletons go down really easily, and then especially when they're splash around. But anyway, got healers on the left side witches, but not on the right side, obviously because of the air defenses there. Queen actually is going to go outside, not a big deal because the poison spell and the wizards and witches that went inside take care of the baby dragon, the CC. Jump spell over to the next section here. Two has to deal with 2 wizard towers, obviously meant for his queen to go inside with his golem and bowlers, but she actually goes around the outside. He's got that witch there on the inside, which is causing some trouble there for him. He's gonna actually start taking out some of the witches. And it's actually going to be the last building standing. But he's got a ton of witches. Finally, they make their way through, and they're able to overwhelm it. Very nicely done. Let's see. Next one I want to take a look at is number 18. So I did a suicide Lalo on this one. Sent the queen in, knew this cleanup attack, obviously knew the Teslas were there, sent 2 giants to the Tesla and 1 giant to the mortar. Knew the Tesla ones were going to die pretty quickly. The third one was meant to tank for that wizard tower. And my Archer Queen, wizard tower, my wizard and my Archer Queen after the initial 2 got killed. Anyway, had a wall breaker fail, meant to break in and get that second air defense, but actually it worked out in my favor because that air defense didn't cause me too much issue. It's there by itself. I can just send loons straight to it, not a big deal. What actually ended up happening is my queen was able to take out a mini Tesla farm here, which was actually more helpful to me than that taking out that air defense. So sent a couple of loons, 1 lava hound to that last air defense there. Another lava hound, different lava hounds from different directions. Got haste down for my balloons going in, taking care of the top section here. Drop a poison spell on the queen and skeleton spell on her. I had 2 skeleton spells. I only dropped 1 because I thought I only needed 1, but apparently with both heroes there and that expo doing work on the skeletons, I needed to drop my second one as well. If I didn't need it, I was going to save it for help with the cleanup, especially with all these storages around. But anyway, haste spell for my last bunch of loons, rage spell over the last couple of defenses. Want to get that wizard tower taken care of as soon as possible since I was going to do a lot of splash damage to all of my loons. Still have 1 loon left in the bag, a minion and an archer. Spread those out for cleanup, and that's pretty much it. Alright, moving on to the next one. Fear taking out number 19. It's a 3 golem hobo attack. So stoned. Wizards down, and then golem tanking. Another golem at the bottom, and then another golem in between. So 3 golems tanking from all different directions, many wizards down, trying to create that funnel, get some nice value on those point defenses around the outside. Unfortunately, not all the wizards on the left hand side made it, so the wizard tower and archer tower is left standing there, but not a big deal. Bowlers actually get the archer tower on a bounce, and the golem was able to take out the wizard tower by himself. So troops making their way into the core of the base, taking out multiple defenses here. Now he's sending in his hogs from the top. First heal spell down. It's got 6 more hogs left in the bag. Notices there's a Tesla in the corner now, drops the remaining 6 hogs on that Tesla. Last heal spell down, and while the Golem Might was doing some good tanking, hogs swoop in and take out the rest of the defenses. Very nice. Alright, moving on. Number 20. This base had, I believe, 1 or 2 defenses. Had a hole in the base there, obviously, that Mrs. took advantage of, throwing the CC out very easily. Decides to come in with a Queen Walk with a Golem BK charge into the base to get the Queen. So that wizard up there is making a funnel, drops the Golem down right before the wizard walked into range of the archer tower. Very, very nicely timed there. Now the Golem is rerouting in, and she drops her BK in as well. And then as the Queen shoots the Golem, it aggroes the Barb King. Barb King takes out the Archer Queen, and then turns around to take out that CC Wizard, which didn't come out. But anyway, the Queen is making her way around the base, and meanwhile she's started sending her hogs in. Those heals just are a little bit early. You don't want to lead that far ahead, because hogs aren't that fast. So you wanna, so these heal spells are leading a little bit too much. Maybe just a second later. Very nitpicky, but very, very small details. Those. All right. All defenses down. Queen meets up with the hogs very nicely there. Still has a lot of hogs left. The Valkyrie, meant for cleanup, also tanks that that Barb King for a while that allows the rest of his troops to take him out. And everybody meets up at the town hall. Very nicely done. Good strategy. Alright, that's gonna do it for this war. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.